The first step to changing dies on an Oster rotating die head is to trip the opening ring. This can be achieved one of two ways. The easiest way is to use the carriage handwheel to advance the carriage forward until the die head trips open. Alternatively, you can advance the carriage forward without hitting the stop and use the manual trip knob on the front of the machine to open the die head. With the die head in the open position, we can come to the side of the machine and lift the headstock cover door to access the die head. When changing dies, you're looking for a set of pinch clamps in this general area. You will most likely have to jog the die head to bring them into view. The best position to put the die head in to bring the pinch clamps into view is with the number 2 slot on the die head just past vertical on the bottom side of the die head. This allows the number 2 die to be freely removed without binding up on this chain guard below the die head. I use the run button and the emergency stop to jog the die head. Right now, with the 2 just past vertical, come back to the side of the machine where we can see the pinch clamps have come into view. When pinching the clamps, make sure to keep all other fingers out of the area to avoid pinching. This ring is going to slide backwards when we pinch the clamps to release the dies. And the dies will fall freely from the head. And the top 2 can just be removed by hand. When installing a set of dies, always use a chip brush to clear the slots on the die head. This will make sure that there are no chips or debris that cause the dies to bind up. Each die set is marked 1 through 4 to correspond with slots 1 through 4 on the die head. Die number 1 will go in slot number 1, die number 2 will go in slot number 2, and so on. With the die head in the position we left it when we removed the last set of dies, you can begin to install the new set. It's easiest to start with dies number 3 and 4, making sure the slot on the die is facing the back of the die head. With die numbers 3 and 4 installed, we can grab die number 1 and die number 2. You're going to want to install die number 1 and hold it in with your left hand while installing die number 2 and using your left hand to hold both dies in place. Use the carriage hand wheel to bring the die head back. Now your die head is in the cocked position and you can move it forward and open the die head without the dies falling out. The dies are now installed and ready to use.